we haven't done much. So we may as well just move on. And get the pair of glasses that allow me, when walking with him, not to notice his ears. Because he drapes his hair over his ears. Makes him more manageable to look at for me. Ooh. Okay, let's activate the terminal. So this is the biggie. Less than. Okay, this is where we're going to be carrying a body again, isn't it? Yep, this is the one where we carry a body again. Right, so that's in storage. Carried on back. Attached to suit, on tool rack, on boot clip. Actually, I do want something for this trip. I used that on my previous excursion. God, no. Right, so attached to suit. Yep, that side. Then where's a person? Where's our... let me pick the woman up, please. Okay. Oh, that just looks so undignified.
All right, Sam. Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Millingen's special. Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up being the key to saving us all.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten to switch the mic on. I was just filling a drink. Oh, I whacked the mic into the wrong position. There we are. That's a little bit more like it. Okay. Cargo.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Okay, that should be better. Yeah. Less stress on me anyway. Right, so here we are, born to deliver. Do 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 do. So we are here, and we've got to go there. Okay. Probably Probably what's going to be a good idea. Yeah, of course it's only going to get harder. Chemicals, chemicals. Okay, we're going to go up this way. I'm really nervous about getting close to the end of the game. I mean, when I booted up this game at the beginning on the old PlayStation dashboard, one of the first things that you see when you go and select game and before you load it is your achievements, and apparently I'm at 49%. So given that I think that there's achievements for having all the upgraded equipment, which is probably done from getting 5 stars on every single location and hooking up every single thing onto the network, I think there's going to be quite a few achievements that I'm not going to have. And heck, there's probably going to be a few joke things in here that I'm probably going to miss just because I haven't explored enough, which is quite funny because there's someone that I follow on my YouTube, and they're playing this, and their number that they're on in sequence is much, much lower than mine, but yet we're kind of at the same point, which is weird. So yeah, I think I'm heading in a roundabout way to the end of the game. As to whether or not that's going to be this weekend, I don't know. I'm curious. I mean, there's definitely threads here that I want to get resolved. And I'm not entirely sure if I will get the sort of resolution to things that I want, because it's a Kojima game. And those games do like to have a few things left unsaid. But the bit about Clifford and the beach that's like World War One and World War Two, I have no idea how that's going to factor in, because I get that he's the father of Louis, or BB, depending on how you want to look at it. But I don't see him being much use to me. So I can't see what the end goal is with him. There's definitely going to be a confrontation between myself and Higgs. So that's definitely on the cards, but to do that I think we have to awaken the BB, but we've just done the equivalent of a lobotomy on it, so that's a bit of a hard thing to do. And once I figure you get Higgs out the way, you then can deal with Amelie. Jesus Christ, I'm actually remembering names of plot. Over there. Okay, this is going to be a lot shorter than I thought. Stands a shadow of a man shaped just like me. I think my best bet. Whoops. Oh, it's up there. Okay. I did wonder where I left the body. Ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo. No one saw that. Carry mama. Okay, let's do this a bit more sensible this time because it's rough ground. And I was Transporting corpses. Okay, we're getting there. Might as well make it look like that we did a lot of work with Mama on our back for this guy. So this is the guy that's been helping with research in regards to Timefall, Death Stranding, and Beaches.
Because I never said no, I put up a fight.
Okay, here we are. Sensible steps.
When I look at you,
Oh god, no. Yay! What's our reward? In here, huh?
and I'm trying to keep these bones
Okay,
in my skin.
we can do this. Oh, nice fire thing. Homely.
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
Ooh, he did it as well. I didn't think I was that long.
Request to join UCA. Registered. Awaiting Cupid connection.
Thank you for filling in the ball sack on my map. A thermal pad. See, ball sack.
Please proceed into the facility with a cadaver. Good work.
Okay.
Please proceed into the
You
facility
son of a bitch. Okay, so what's the clock at the bottom about? That is good deformation that they had on the floor where he's walking on the leather.
Pardon?
Administering shock. Stand clear. Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down. Glad you could make it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Ah, please lay her down there. Still no sign of them.
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach, and then return. 60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day. 60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family. This is how I live. This is my life. So, while you've traveled to and from the sea an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549. I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordiformia. Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartman's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
Also, you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. Oh. A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man.
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. even if my every visit raises new questions. I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned. Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling the strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so I've got 2 minutes 50 seconds to chill. See what there must be seen. Oh. Wow, my neck can totally twist around. Different types of rock. Okay. No, so why could I look at that one? Antique record player. 10 likes, really. Pictures. Whale skeleton. BT model artist impression sighting 1. So that means, yeah, sighting 2. Okay. Apartments AED. Chiral hourglass. Family portrait. Sitting on the dock of the bay. Oh, that one. There. There. Hartman's daughter. Nothing there. Why do you have that as a theme? Okay. Oh. It's very specific. I wonder why.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially, onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films? You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me. As it happens, I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident, too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst, but the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach. The people who died in the two void outs were there. What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart, but it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though, even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam? Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a Preparome station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. Its strata tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Amelie. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
Awkward.
Don't worry about him, Sam. The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
Sam, you heard him. You can grab the order at a delivery terminal.
Okay, I would like to just say the motivations that Hartman has got, very close to a Bond villain. Any other game, he'd be the baddie. Oh. I just left my stuff here. Touch carrier. Let's see. We have a new email. The Spiritualist. A snapshot of ages past. Sam, do you recall the handprint you brought me? Well, hope you're sitting down, because when I analysed it, I discovered that it was 65 million years old. Dates back to the late Cretaceous period, and when the dinosaurs came extinct. Talk about hitting a message home about the Cretaceous period. I did fear that perhaps it was just a rock, and the handprint itself has been added much later. But it seems not to be the case. Could someone have travelled through time via the beach in order to leave it? If not, how could we possibly be seeing this have been made? I plan to look into the matter further. I'll get in touch more when I learn more. If you happen to stumble across anything you might shed any light on the mystery, let me know, won't you? Nothing in the interview.